Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss the Infosys interview question, and this question is the latest interview questions, and this question is asked in the May 2025. So let's begin. The first question is write a code to find a broken link in the Selenium. So all you guys know that what is broken link. So broken link means that doesn't open correctly. Means when we click on the page, then it show the 404 error or the server down error. Means broken the link which does not open correctly called the broken link. So I have also include that is how to explain this question in the interview. You guys seen on the screen. So I will tell you one step by step. This is the code for the broken links, and guys, if the interviewer asks write a code to find the broken link, so you have to write all the code. So practice for this code correctly. Now we will see step by step. So first we have to launch the browser and open the web page. Then we have to collect all the anchor tag with the help of anchor tag. We have to first open the browser, then we have to collect the or anchor tag with the href. Sorry, these contain the hyperlink. Then we have to extract the href means we have to extract the or url which present on the page. Then we have to skip empty all the null url if it is present, and for that we were using the http url connection class to hit the url. Then we will check the response code, that is 200 means okay, and 4045004 means it is a broken. And then we will print the broken links or valid status, and then we'll at the last we'll close the browser. So we'll see first line by line. So this code means system.set property and WebDriver means we are setting up the Chrome browser, means it tell the Selenium to find a Chrome driver, and if we get a Chrome driver, then it will open the this particular link. Means with the help of this line, it will open the page that we want to test. We want to test that page, so we are here giving the this paid address. Then by the with the help of this driver.manage.windows.maximize means it maximize the browser for better visibility, and it is optional, it is not compulsory, it is optional. As we it set the Chrome browser part, then it will open the browser. Here we are giving the our link that we have to test. Then we will maximize our browser, and it is optional. Then will write this list of web element links is equal to driver dot find elements, and here we are using find by dot tag name a, means it find the all anchor tag on the page, and these are the hyperlink, maybe menus, footers and banner. And find elements mean it return the list of web element. Here we are using the find elements, means it return the web list of web element, so we are using here list of web element. Then we will print this how many link that we are found, then we will print with the help of this the system.out.println total link found and plus link.size means it will get how many links we were found on the particular page. Now the next is we will iterate to web element. We are iterate to web element means every link, we will iterate to every link with the help of get attribute href, because it extract the actual url from each href attribute. Then here we are skip the link if it does not have any url equal to null, all url dot is empty, then it will skip the link because null or empty cause the error. Now this is the main concept of the broken links. Here we are using HTTP URL connection which open the link in the browser. Then here is a connection timeout. Connection timeout means it open the link like a browser. Sorry, connection HTTP URL connection opens the link, and then connection timeout is 5000. Here we are giving the 5000 means it wait 5 second maximum to avoid the hanging. Then in this line, in status code is equal to connection dot get response code, means we are getting our response code in this sentence, and we are storing this response code in a integer format. So if the code is 2000, sorry, 200, then it is okay, means the link is working. If we get the code is a 404 not found, 404 means link is not working because it is a broken link. And if we get a 500, that means it is a internal server error, means it is also link is broken. So in this way we have to explain this question in the interview. So if the status code is greater than 400, means we decide if the link is valid or broken. Anything with response code is which is greater than 400 is considered is a broken. The next is a, here we are using the try catch statement. So try catch statement means here, if the exception is occur, so it will handle the our exception, so it will prevent the script from failing. So in this way we have to explain this question in the interview. So what is how to handle the broken link. So broken links means the link which does not active or which does not open, call the broken link. If the interviewer asks explain write a code for the broken link, so you have to write this code and explain it carefully in the interview. So I hope guys you understand this code, and this code is very important regarding the interview. Now the next question is, before moving to the next questions, I have create one notes which contain 4000 plus interview question. It is a 4000 plus interview question and answer. I have gathered this question from the various platform like LinkedIn, WhatsApp channel, Telegram group, Telegram channel, and other platform, which is very useful for the testing purposes. And the notes contain the Selenium interview question, manual testing interview question, Java interview question. Also it include, I have include the API testing, project related question, and the race assured interview question. And I have tried to give its all answer in very details with a real time example, and also I have include that how to explain this question in the interview, like this, how to explain this question in the interview also I have include in the notes. If you want this note, I am giving its link in the comment box and the description box. Please go through this link and take these notes. If you have any queries regarding notes, so you can contact me on my email. I am giving my email on the description box. Now the next question is, how do you handle the multiple frame. Now the next question is, how do you handle the multiple frame. So interviewer asks this question, maybe they expect from you like, we have to explain the concept of the frame, know how to switch between the multiple frame, write a code to switch to or from frame, and handle nested frame. Mean these are the questions from uh, for the frame concept. So first we will see what are the frame. Frame means a frame or iframe is like a mini web page inside a page, means a page inside another page is called the frame. So we can't interact with element inside a frame until we switch to that particular frame. So means in this web page is consider inside another web page is called the frame, and we have to interact with element inside the frame. These are the element, and we have to interact with this element because this element is present inside the frame, and this is a web page, this is the frame, and these are the element, and we have to interact with this element. So first we have to switch to that particular frame, then we will interact with this element. So a chatbot embedded in a page is called the iframe. This is a real time example. If the interviewer asks, give the real time example for handling the multiple frame. So a chatbot embedded in a page, a payment gateway like Razor Pay, PayPal often a load in the iframe, and ad banner are often inside the frame. These are the real time example for the frame concept. Now we will see the real time explanation how to say the in the interview. So let's see. So in Selenium, to interact with element inside a frame or iframe, we must first switch to that particular frame by using driver.switch2.frame. And there are the three ways to switch to that particular frame by using by index, by name or ID, or by web element. After working with the frame, we use driver.switch2.default content to go back to the main page. Means अगर हमको मेन पेज पे आना है तो फॉर दैट वी विल यूज driver.switch2.default content. and we have used in real time when automating pages with chart widget or the payment pop-up. Now the code example, handling multiple frame. Handling multiple frame means main page has a two frame, like frame 1 and frame 2. So these are the main web page, and this page contain multiple frames, frame 1 and frame 2. Now we want to switch to both, means here we want to switch and here also we want to switch. So for that, first we will locate this particular frame by using by index, by name, by web element, and then we will switch to that particular frame. And if we want to go to that parent frame, means a default page, for that we will use driver.switch to default content. I hope guys you understanding this question. So here first we will driver.switch to frame, means here we are using first by frame by index, then we are using frame by name, like here frame by name, as you are seeing on the screen. First driver.switch to frame, here we pass the 0, means we are switching to the frame by using by index, then by name. And if we want to switch to the parent window or default web page, for that we are using driver.switch to default content, like. So now the question is how to explain this answer to the interviewer. So I use driver.switch to frame to switch to a frame before interacting with its element. Depending on the situation, I use index, name or the web element. After completing my action inside a frame, I always return to the main content by using driver.switch to default content, and I have used this while automating support chart widget embedded in a iframe where I had to type and click inside the frame. So here in this way we have to explain this question in the interview. If the interviewer asks write a code for the switching frame, so that time you have to write this code. So guys, the notes that I have created, I have explained in this way. I have also given what is frame, means if what is, then I also give the real time example. I also include syntax, and also I have include it in that how to answer in a interview. The notes link in the comment box and the description box. If you want these notes, so please go through this link. Now the next question is you now the next question is, you have a 10 links, how will you print title of each link using Selenium and give optimal approach? So first we will see means how can we collect the all link by using Selenium. So we have to collect all link, then we have to click each link and get the page title, then we have to come back to the original page, means there are the 10 links and we have to print the title of links. So for that, first we have to collect the all link. After collecting all link, we have to click each link and get the page title, because interviewer asks to print the title of each link. So first we will collect the all link, then we will click each link and get the page title, then we have to come back to the original page. So how to explain this question in the interview? So for that, we have to say like that, I will first collect to all 10 link using find elements method. But since navigating to a new web page and coming back can cause a stale element exception, then I will first so to ignore stale element reference exception, I will first extract and store the href value in a list. Then I will loop through the list of URL navigating using driver.get of URL and get the title and come back to the original page. So this is the optimal approach. It avoid the stale element and reduce the complexity. So in this way you have to explain this question in the interview. Now moving to the code. So this is a code, means first we will set the driver property, then we will launch the Chrome driver, then we will pass the URL that we have to test, then we will maximize the browser. First we have to collect the all elements which present on the web page by using list of web element, because here we are using driver.find elements, and when we use the find elements method, it will return the list of web element. Then we have to store href url in a list to avoid the stale element reference exception. So for that we are using list of string url is equal to new array list. And here in count equal to mat dot minimum means here optimal limit for the 10 link, because we have to also extract 10 links like that. Then we will iterate to each url and we will get the href attribute. If the url is not null or url is not empty, so url to add url means it will add the url. And then we will loop through every url by using for each loop, that is string url of urls. Then it will navigate to each url by using driver dot get url. Here we are using for each loop to navigate each loop. And here we are giving the weight for the 1000. Then it will print the title of the pages like this. So I hope guys you understand this. First we are using find elements method, then we have to navigate to new web page and coming back to which causes stale element reference exception. So to avoid this we will extract href attribute and then we will loop to the url and then we will navigating driver dot get url and get the title and come back to the original page. So in this way we have to explain this question in the interview. So now moving to the next question, and the next question is in what cases we need to use implicit wait and the explicit wait. So let's see its answer. Now the question is in which what cases we need to implicit wait and explicit wait. So first we will see what are the waits. Waits means waits. What are the waits? So web application as asynchronous means element load may load after the page appears. So wait tells Selenium to pause until the elements are ready. So there are two main types of wait: implicit wait and the explicit wait. So first we will see implicit wait, what is implicit wait and when to use implicit wait. So implicit wait means basically implicit wait is a globally wait which is applicable to all element which is present on the web page. So it tell the WebDriver to wait globally for every element for a certain period of time. So once we set the implicit wait, it is applied to all file elements and file elements method. Now the another question is when to use implicit wait. So for static and predictable wait where most element load within a known time, so that time we have to use the explicit implicit wait. So in simple project with no Ajax heavy behavior we use implicit wait. So this is the syntax of implicit wait like driver.manage.timeouts implicitly waits durations of second. Here we have to pass the 10 second. Now example of the implicit wait is you when applications will always take 3 seconds to load element on all pages. So that time we can use implicit wait to reduce the repetitive explicit wait. Now the other is what are the explicit wait. So explicit wait means and when what is explicit wait and when to use explicit wait. So explicit wait means it tell the WebDriver to wait for a specific condition to be satisfied, means it waits for a specific element, as implicit wait is applicable for all element present on the web page, but explicit wait is applicable for specific element. It waits for a specific condition for a specific element. It is more flexible than the implicit wait. Now question is when to use explicit wait. So when we need to wait for visibility of element located, element to be clickable, title to contain the text and element to be present in the DOM. So these are the condition in that we have to use the explicit wait. So for dynamic element Ajax or the pop-ups we use explicit wait, and the syntax of explicit wait is WebDriver wait is equal to new WebDriver wait driver durations of second, and here we have to pass the 10 second of time. Now the now here we have to pass the condition, that is expected condition. There are the different condition that we have to use in the explicit wait, like visibility of element located, element to be clickable, title to contain text and element to be present in DOM. So example of the explicit wait like a login button becomes enable only after you enter the username and password. So that time we have to use explicit wait for the clickability. And these are the difference between the implicit wait and the explicit wait. If the interviewer asks difference between the implicit wait and the explicit wait, so you have to tell them like implicit wait is applicable for all element which present on the web page, and the explicit weight is applicable to the specific element. As a control access control, implicit weight has a less control as compared to the explicit control, because explicit weight is a more flexible than the implicit weight. Uses mean in a simple and the static ways we use the implicit weight, and for a dynamic and adjust call we use the explicit weight. The syntax like that, you know, so you have to explain this. Now the question is how to explain this question in the interview. So we have to explain like that. I usually set a small implicit wait like 5 seconds to handle general element load delay. But for the dynamic element or Ajax call, like when waiting for a loader to disappear or the element to be become clickable, I use explicit wait with proper expected condition. This give me a better control structure and avoid the flexible tested. So in this way we have to explain this question in the interview. So I have created one notes which contain 4000 plus interview question, which gather from the different website like different telegram, different channel like telegram channel, WhatsApp channel, LinkedIn group, WhatsApp group, and the Telegram group, and other platform which contain the testing interview question. And I have tried to provide all 4000 questions answered in very detail, like syntax, how to explain this question in the interview, and with a real time example. If you want this note, I am giving the notes link in the description box and the comment box. So please go through this link and take these notes. And if you have any queries, so I am giving my email on the uh, this in the description box. Please contact with me through this email. If you like my content, so do like, share, subscribe, and forward to this video to your friends. Thank you for watching, and in upcoming video I will cover this question in the next video. So if you like my content, so please do like, share, and the subscribe. Once again, thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you.